Scientists have discovered water on Mars. It is an underground reservoir, enough to fill an ocean that covers the entire planet. That is a lot of water, and this is good news.
Imagine a future where humans walk on the surface of Mars, uncovering secrets that could reshape our understanding of the universe. Well, that future is closer than you think. NASA's Perseverance rover, along with its revolutionary aerial partner, Ingenuity, is already rewriting the story of Mars, one discovery at a time. From groundbreaking revelations about ancient life to cutting-edge technology that could sustain humans on the red planet, we're on the brink of something extraordinary. But with these achievements come monumental challenges that could shape the fate of space exploration forever. Are we truly prepared for what's unfolding on Mars? Let's find out. The thrilling journey of Mars. Exploration. A robotic marvel, the size of a car, boldly navigates the enigmatic Martian surface, transmitting breathtaking images and invaluable data that could unveil the planet's ancient secrets. NASA's Perseverance rover transcends mere machinery. It embodies humanity's quest for knowledge on a world that has intrigued us for eons. With its advanced technology and the remarkable Ingenuity helicopter hovering overhead, we are not just on the edge of exploration, we are on the cusp of a scientific renaissance. As we decode Mars's enigmatic past, we are met with formidable challenges that could reshape our aspirations in space exploration. The thrilling journey doesn't just involve technological prowess. It's also about fostering international collaboration and igniting public interest in the unknown. Each discovery made by Perseverance is a step closer to understanding what lies beneath the Martian surface, but it also raises urgent questions. How will we address the ethical implications of exploration? What responsibilities do we bear toward the ecosystems we uncover? The data gathered is paving the way for future missions, igniting imagination and debate about what it means to be an interplanetary species. What if we find evidence of past life or conditions suitable for future colonization? The implications are vast, stretching far beyond science and technology into the realms of philosophy, culture, and even governance. The excitement is palpable as we delve deeper into the mysteries of the red planet, each revelation igniting curiosity about what lies ahead and the role we'll play in this incredible cosmic journey. A new dawn in Martian exploration. As we look deeper into the extraordinary efforts of NASA and SpaceX, it's hard to ignore the gravity of what's unfolding on the Martian landscape. The landing of Perseverance was just the beginning. This rover is equipped with some of the most advanced technology ever sent to another planet. Each day, its instruments uncover new mysteries, one layer at a time. But what truly sets this mission apart from previous ones? Perseverance's mission is not only to understand Mars as it is, but to unlock secrets from its distant past. When Mars might have been much more like Earth, the presence of ancient water activity and the potential for microbial life leaves us grappling with an inevitable question. What if Mars was home to life long before Earth ever became a cradle for humanity? What if, under the surface, remains of life forms lie waiting for discovery? The stakes couldn't be higher. The samples Perseverance is collecting could hold the answers to these questions. They are, quite literally, pieces of another world. A world that might have shared a biological history with our own. But what makes this moment in exploration so tantalizing isn't just the quest for the past. Perseverance, along with its faithful companion Ingenuity, is laying the groundwork for something much larger. Something that could shift the trajectory of human history. What Perseverance has uncovered so far, though awe-inspiring, is also raising questions we might not be prepared to answer. Initial data has already pointed to previously unknown elements in the Martian soil, elements that defy our current understanding of planetary geology. Could these anomalies be evidence of something far more complex? Are we stumbling into something that rewrites what we know about life in the cosmos? The potential for groundbreaking discoveries brings with it an unsettling realization. If life once existed on Mars, or worse, still exists in some dormant or hidden form, how would that alter our perception of the universe, and more importantly, our place in it? Imagine the chaos such revelations could ignite, not just in the scientific community but globally. Could we truly cope with the idea that life beyond Earth has been staring us in the face this entire time? And more frighteningly, Could something about that life pose an unforeseen threat? In recent weeks, NASA scientists have quietly reported unusual data from Perseverance's sensors, subtle fluctuations in the atmosphere, odd magnetic readings, and radio signals that can't be easily explained. These anomalies have led to hushed conversations behind closed doors, sparking theories that range from underground geological activity to, incredibly, remnants of advanced technology hidden beneath the Martian surface. Could we be on the verge of discovering relics of a forgotten civilization, one that vanished millions of years ago but left behind a chilling trace? The mystery deepens as Perseverance prepares to drill deeper into Martian bedrock. If these anomalies intensify, they may confirm something far more extraordinary and terrifying than any of us could have imagined. As the rover digs into Mars, we might not just be unearthing soil and rock. We could be disturbing something ancient, something unknown. One thing is certain: Mars is not the dead, lifeless planet we once thought. Its history is far more complex and enigmatic, and the discoveries we are making now could be only the beginning. There's growing concern among some scientists that Mars may hold dangers we have yet to comprehend. What if, in our quest for knowledge, we are unlocking Pandora's box? Could Perseverance be sending us not just data, but a warning? A warning that, once understood, might force us to rethink everything we thought we knew about our place in the cosmos. Building a foundation for a human future on Mars. Imagine standing on Martian soil, knowing that every single discovery made today has paved the way for that moment. It's not a distant dream anymore. With Perseverance unlocking Mars's mysteries, the next logical step is establishing a human presence. But before we can even think about people walking on Mars, there's one critical element that must be solved. How can humans sustain life on a planet that's so inhospitable? This is where Perseverance's cutting-edge technology, like MOXIE, comes into play. MOXIE isn't just a fancy gadget. It's the key to our future on Mars. By producing oxygen from the planet's carbon dioxide-rich atmosphere, MOXIE has demonstrated that living on Mars is no longer confined to science fiction. It's feasible. Think about it. We're talking about the first steps toward developing the infrastructure for long-term habitation on another planet. And this is just the beginning. But what happens when we take the first step and establish a human outpost? The challenges extend far beyond just generating oxygen. How do we cultivate food in Martian soil? How do we protect ourselves from extreme radiation and temperature fluctuations? Researchers are exploring advanced agricultural techniques like aeroponics and hydroponics, which could enable astronauts to grow crops in nutrient-rich water instead of traditional soil. The implications are immense. Growing food on Mars could dramatically reduce the need for resupply missions from Earth, making a sustained human presence much more viable. Meanwhile, the psychological impacts of long-term habitation are becoming a crucial area of study. Isolation, confinement, and the sheer distance from Earth present unique mental health challenges. NASA is already conducting experiments on Earth to understand how teams respond to prolonged isolation and limited social interaction. Understanding these psychological factors will be vital as we prepare for life on Mars, where every interaction could be magnified by the alien environment. Moreover, NASA's plan is not only about survival, it's about thriving. There's a push for creating a self-sustaining ecosystem that could eventually see entire communities flourish on the Red Planet. Innovative technologies are being developed to recycle waste into usable resources, ensuring that nothing is wasted. This closed-loop system is vital for reducing our reliance on Earth and is a cornerstone of successful Martian colonization. As we look ahead, the question lingers: how soon can these advancements be scaled up? Could we be looking at fully functional Martian habitats within the next few decades? Every oxygen molecule produced by MOXIE inches us closer to that reality, but the timeline remains uncertain. Collaboration with private space companies like SpaceX adds another layer of excitement and uncertainty. Their ambitious plans to send humans to Mars could accelerate the timeline significantly, but at what cost? Will these pioneering missions be able to tackle the myriad challenges awaiting them, or will they expose the vulnerabilities of human existence on a hostile world? It's clear that the foundations we are building today are not just about exploration. They represent our aspirations for a future where humanity could become a multi-planetary species. The stakes are incredibly high, and as we unravel the mysteries of Mars, the true test may lie not just in surviving, but in flourishing against all odds. Ingenuity. While perseverance might be the star of the show, ingenuity has quietly proven itself to be one of the most exciting aspects of Martian exploration. It's easy to overlook the significance of a 4-pound helicopter, but Ingenuity's flights have shattered previous expectations, soaring far beyond its initial goals. Think about it, flying in an atmosphere so thin that it's only 1% of Earth's density was a gamble, yet Ingenuity succeeded. Not only did it demonstrate controlled flight on another planet, but it also became the eyes in the sky, offering NASA unprecedented views of the Martian terrain. What's even more intriguing is what Ingenuity has been able to reveal from above. Each flight has provided critical data that's shaping the future of exploration. With the ability to scout ahead, Ingenuity has allowed Perseverance to chart safer and more scientifically valuable routes. This aerial perspective opens up possibilities that we've barely scratched the surface of. Could future missions rely even more on aerial drones to explore the unreachable crevices of Mars? Perhaps we'll even see fleets of such flying explorers, mapping out vast regions of the planet at a speed and scale that today's rovers can only dream of. The success of Ingenuity isn't just a technological marvel, it serves as a tantalizing hint at what could be possible in the realm of extraterrestrial exploration. Imagine deploying a swarm of drones capable of autonomously navigating the Martian landscape, equipped with sensors to gather data on atmospheric conditions, geological formations, and potential resources. These drones could work in tandem, sharing information in real time, and drastically reducing the time it takes to analyze vast areas of Mars. This evolution of exploration could revolutionize how we approach planetary science, allowing us to gather comprehensive data sets faster than ever before. But there's more at stake than mere efficiency. The insights gained from Ingenuity's flights could help humanity understand Mars's history and its potential for supporting life. By revealing features that are invisible from the ground, such as ice deposits or mineral veins, Ingenuity is helping to identify locations that could be critical for future human settlers. This opens up another layer of urgency. The race to establish a sustainable presence on Mars must be informed by the most accurate, up-to-date data we can gather. As we contemplate the implications of aerial exploration, the question of ethics looms large. How do we ensure that our relentless quest for knowledge does not come at the expense of preserving Mars' unique environments? What if Ingenuity and future drones inadvertently disturb delicate ecosystems that might exist? The potential for unforeseen consequences adds a layer of complexity to our mission, making it clear that while the excitement of exploration is palpable, it must be tempered with responsibility. With every successful flight, Ingenuity is not only redefining the boundaries of what we thought possible, but also challenging us to think critically about our approach to exploration. The skies above Mars may soon be filled with drones, each carrying the hope of humanity's next great leap. What more can we uncover, and at what cost? The adventure has only just begun, and the next chapters of Martian exploration may take us in directions we've yet to imagine. The Mars Sample Return Program. While we're all focused on what's happening on Mars now, there's an even more ambitious mission on the horizon. The Mars Sample Return Program promises to be one of the most monumental undertakings in space exploration. The concept is simple, yet mind-blowing. Perseverance and its successors are gathering samples that could reveal the secrets of Mars's past. But these samples will eventually be returned to Earth. The logistics behind this are nothing short of extraordinary. Imagine the complexity. First, the samples must be retrieved from where they've been carefully collected by the rovers. Then, they must be launched into Mars orbit, transferred to an orbiter, and flown back across millions of miles to Earth. The return of these Martian samples will mark the first time in history that materials from another planet have been brought back for detailed analysis. But this program isn't just a scientific endeavor. It's a monumental logistical challenge that has never been attempted before. The design of the spacecraft to execute this mission must withstand the harsh conditions of Mars and the vacuum of space. Engineers are pushing the limits of technology to ensure that the samples remain uncontaminated and preserved for future study. What if, during this complex operation, something goes awry? The stakes are incredibly high. The mission's success hinges on a series of intricate maneuvers that must go off without a hitch. What could these samples reveal? Evidence of ancient microbial life? Unforeseen geological phenomena? The answer is, we just don't know. But the anticipation is almost unbearable. By 2033, when these samples are expected to arrive on Earth, we may have our first tangible proof that Mars was once a living, breathing planet. This moment could redefine everything we know about our solar system and humanity's place within it. Moreover, the implications of the Mars Sample Return Program extend beyond scientific discovery. The data retrieved could inform future missions, potentially changing our approach to colonization. If we discover that Mars once supported life, will we approach terraforming differently? Would we consider the ethical implications of altering an ecosystem that might still exist beneath the surface? The excitement builds as we contemplate what might be revealed in these samples. Will they contain evidence of organic molecules, perhaps remnants of ancient Martian microbes that could force us to rethink our understanding of life's origins? The sheer thought is dizzying. As scientists prepare for what they might uncover, public interest swells, sparking debates about the future of human exploration and our responsibility to other worlds. As the mission gears up, there's a sense of urgency. With each passing day, the countdown to 2033 ticks closer, and with it, a potential paradigm shift in our understanding of life beyond Earth. The Mars Sample Return Program encapsulates the spirit of exploration, the drive to push beyond our limits, and the tantalizing possibility that we are not alone in the universe. Each decision made today could set the stage for groundbreaking discoveries that resonate far beyond the confines of Mars, impacting humanity for generations to come. Colonizing Mars. While NASA's missions to Mars are focused on exploration, SpaceX has its eyes set on something even grander: colonization. Elon Musk's vision of humanity becoming a multi-planetary species is no longer a far-fetched fantasy. SpaceX is developing Starship, a spacecraft designed to carry large numbers of people and cargo to Mars. Musk's timeline is aggressive, but he believes humans could start settling on Mars within our lifetime. But as inspiring as this vision is, it comes with its own set of challenges. Living on Mars means facing extreme cold, a thin atmosphere, and dangerous radiation levels. The Martian environment poses a relentless series of obstacles that would test the limits of human ingenuity. Yet, innovations like MOXIE, advancements in space habitats, and the possibility of using Martian resources to produce water, oxygen, and food suggest that these challenges aren't insurmountable. Could humanity truly build self-sustaining colonies on the Red Planet? And if we do, what will life look like in this alien world? Consider the intricacies of creating a new society on Mars. From establishing energy sources to designing habitats that can withstand fierce dust storms and temperature swings, each step requires meticulous planning. Imagine entire cities crafted from Martian regolith, providing not only shelter, but also a sense of home. Will these structures reflect our terrestrial cultures, or will they evolve into something uniquely Martian? Moreover, the social dynamics of a Martian colony bring their own complexities. What governance structures will emerge in a setting where Earth's laws no longer apply? How will settlers manage resources, education, and healthcare in a hostile environment? The prospect of human conflict in such close quarters is a real concern. Will we be able to maintain peace and cooperation among colonists, or will the stresses of survival lead to divisions? As we delve deeper into the potential for colonization, the ethical implications also surface. If we succeed in creating a thriving human presence on Mars, what responsibilities do we owe to the planet itself? Will we protect any indigenous Martian life we might discover, or prioritize our needs above all else? These questions challenge us to think critically about our role as stewards of new worlds. Additionally, the logistics of supporting a colony on Mars are staggering. SpaceX envisions regular flights to and from Mars, but will this transportation network be sustainable? Each launch carries enormous costs and risks. The reliance on Earth for supplies, especially in the early stages of colonization, raises concerns about vulnerability. If supply lines are cut or delayed, how will colonists adapt? And let's not forget about the psychological aspects of living on Mars. The isolation from Earth, the vast emptiness of the Martian landscape, and the small size of a fledgling colony could weigh heavily on the settlers' minds. How will they cope with the loneliness and the psychological stress of being pioneers in an alien world? As we ponder the possibilities, the idea of colonizing Mars becomes an exhilarating and daunting frontier. Every decision made today, every ounce of research conducted, every innovation developed, could shape the fate of future generations. The dream of colonization is not merely about survival. It is about crafting a new chapter in the story of humanity, a narrative that may ultimately redefine what it means to be human in the cosmos. The race to Mars. It's not just NASA and SpaceX in this race to explore and settle Mars. Other nations are getting involved too. China, with its successful Mars mission and space station developments, is a growing contender in space exploration. The recent success of China's Tianwen-1 rover has marked a significant milestone, not just for the nation, but for global ambitions in Martian exploration. What's fascinating is how this race mirrors the space race of the 20th century between the US and the Soviet Union. But this time, it's not just about planting a flag. It's about who will control the future of human expansion into space. As nations ramp up their efforts, we must consider the geopolitical implications of this cosmic competition. The pursuit of resources on Mars, from potential water reserves to rare minerals, raises questions about ownership and territorial rights in an environment where international space law is still evolving. Imagine a scenario where mining operations are established. Who gets to claim these Martian riches? The tensions that could arise from competing interests may echo those felt during Earth's historical gold rushes and land grabs. In addition to China, other players like the United Arab Emirates and India have also expressed ambitious plans for Mars exploration. The UAE's Hope probe has provided valuable data about the Martian atmosphere, and India's Mars orbiter mission has showcased the country's capabilities in space technology. As these nations strive to establish their presence, the dynamics of space exploration become increasingly complex. Could we see collaborations emerge, or will rivalries dominate this new frontier? Moreover, private companies beyond SpaceX are gearing up to join the race. Ventures like Blue Origin and others are developing their technologies, aiming to carve out their niches in Martian exploration and beyond. The influx of private investment is accelerating advancements, leading to innovations that could change the course of space exploration. With so many entities vying for a piece of the Martian pie, the landscape is ripe for competition, but also for cooperation. Will we see international partnerships that transcend borders, pooling resources and expertise to achieve common goals? Or will the spirit of competition fuel conflict? We're at the dawn of a new era in space exploration, and Mars is at the heart of it. The discoveries we make today will shape the next century of space travel and exploration. With private companies and multiple nations pushing the boundaries, the question lingers. Are we truly on the verge of becoming a multiplanetary species? Will Mars be the stepping stone to colonizing other worlds in our solar system? What if Mars serves as a launchpad for missions to the moons of Jupiter or the icy terrains of Europa? The potential for human expansion is limited only by our imagination and ambition. However, with great exploration comes great responsibility. How we navigate this race will not only define our future among the stars, but could also reshape the very fabric of humanity's existence. As we stand at this pivotal moment in history, the excitement of exploration is tempered by the weight of these choices. The race to Mars is about more than just technology. It is about the principles that will govern our actions and define our legacy as we reach out to touch the cosmos. The future of Martian colonization, as Perseverance and its groundbreaking discoveries continue to pave the way for understanding Mars, the notion of humans living on the red planet is no longer just a distant dream. But while the excitement around a future Martian colony builds, the practical challenges are staggering. What will it really take for humanity to not just visit Mars, but to thrive there? The first major hurdle lies in creating a sustainable environment for human life. Mars's thin atmosphere, composed mainly of carbon dioxide, offers no protection from the harsh radiation of space, and its freezing temperatures, averaging -80 degrees Fahrenheit, are a stark contrast to what humans are accustomed to on Earth. Establishing protective habitats will be crucial for survival, but what materials will we use? Transporting building supplies from Earth is not feasible due to cost and logistics. This is where the concept of in situ resource utilization comes into play, finding ways to use the materials available on Mars itself to construct homes and infrastructure. Innovative technologies are already being explored to harness Martian resources. Imagine 3D printers that can turn Martian regolith into building materials for habitats. These printers could churn out everything from walls to tools, significantly reducing the need for Earth-sourced supplies. This idea of creating structures from local materials could revolutionize not just Martian colonization, but also future endeavors on other celestial bodies, making long-term space habitation a more realistic goal. But the challenges don't stop there. Access to water, the most fundamental resource, presents another monumental obstacle. While frozen water has been discovered at Mars' poles and below the surface, extracting and purifying it for human use will require advanced technology. Could future Martian colonies rely on subterranean ice as a water source? And how might we develop efficient systems to not just extract, but recycle water in a planet that is essentially a desert? Concepts like closed-loop life support systems, which recycle air and water continuously, are already under consideration, and experiments on the International Space Station are paving the way for these technologies to be adapted for Martian conditions. Then, there's the issue of food. How do we feed an entire human colony on a planet where no crops naturally grow? NASA and other space agencies are already working on solutions, from cultivating crops in specially designed greenhouses to experimenting with plant growth in simulated Martian soil. However, producing enough food to sustain a large population remains one of the biggest challenges facing future Martian settlers. Some researchers are exploring hydroponics and aquaponics, systems that could allow for soilless agriculture in controlled environments. Moreover, the idea of creating genetically modified plants that can thrive in Martian conditions is becoming increasingly viable, pushing the boundaries of agricultural science. Beyond physical survival, there are psychological and social factors to consider as well. What will it be like for humans to live so far away from Earth, in a completely alien environment? Will we be able to maintain a sense of community? Or will isolation and the vast emptiness of Mars take a toll on the human spirit? Human factors will be paramount. Researchers are studying the effects of long-duration space travel on mental health, looking at how to build resilient communities in confined spaces. Concepts like virtual reality could provide escapes, allowing colonists to experience Earth-like environments while on Mars, bridging the emotional gap created by distance. And what happens if something goes wrong? Unlike the Moon, Mars is months away from Earth, both in terms of travel and communication. This means that any emergencies must be handled autonomously, without the possibility of immediate help from Earth. Developing robust emergency protocols and training colonists to become proficient in various skills will be essential. Innovations in robotics and AI could serve as essential support systems, helping to troubleshoot problems and even performing routine maintenance tasks in harsh environments. Moreover, while the ambition to colonize Mars is primarily scientific, it also carries geopolitical implications. Who will have governance over a Martian colony? Will countries and private companies work together, or will Mars become the stage for a new kind of space race? With organizations like SpaceX pushing forward with bold plans for colonization, we are also left to wonder, what role will private enterprise play in the future of human life on Mars? The potential for a collaborative international approach to Martian governance could lead to new treaties and regulations governing the use of Martian resources, setting a precedent for cooperation in space exploration. As we stand on the edge of this new frontier, the questions continue to multiply. The dream of a Martian colony is no longer limited to science fiction, but the challenges that lie ahead are unprecedented. With technological advancements on the rise and a growing interest from various global entities, the next few decades will determine whether Mars becomes a new home for humanity or remains an unreachable aspiration. What do you think the future holds? Will we be able to overcome these obstacles and establish a permanent presence on Mars? The red planet may still be a mystery, but one thing is certain. The journey to uncover its secrets has only just begun. As each breakthrough unfolds, we inch closer to what may be humanity's most ambitious chapter yet. Join us on this thrilling journey as we uncover the secrets of Mars. Subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated on humanity's next giant leap into space.